influencers can influence anything. They can say anything that we can do, that can be done, this can be done. I couldn't do this. Once again, the fund limitations. I am very much hungry now. Do you have something that could feed me? And this is the time that he gave me two rotis and few rice. A very good morning from Nadabet, and this is in Gujarat. And if you folks haven't seen my previous videos, the link is there in the description or in the card that's coming there now. I'm on a solo ride from Bangalore doing run of Gadjets, Nadabet. So these areas were my key focus on. I had to stretch this day a bit longer. I started early in the morning, but I had nothing else in the morning other than the papads and in the noon with the Goa. So that was all the food that I had for last day. I was expecting to have some heavy dinner or something as in the night. For some reason, I had exited out of the Nadabet. All the shops were closed nearby. It was almost somewhere around 7:38 p.m. There are no shops or any hotels nearby here. Some dinner or something that's eatable there. So the only option here now was going to the Nadeshwari temple. I asked the locals somewhere here, and a few folks said me that you could get something there in the temple. So when I went inside the temple, it's what tourists from some other state, right? They were having some dinner there. So I went in with a plate and asked them that I wanted something to have. But when I started conversing with them, they started in Gujarati, some Gujarat language is what they spoke, and I was not able to understand or reply back to them in Gujarat. So I said them Hindi. So then that's the time that she said me that this is not from the temple, or this food is not from the temple. You should enquire something in the temple there. And I took a walk at the end of the temple corridors there, and I asked them if there was some food available. So I said them that I'm a traveler, that I'm traveling from Karnataka, and I skipped my lunch and my breakfast in the noon. I am very much hungry now. Do you have something that could feed me? And this is the time that he gave me two rotis and few rice. So at that point of moment, no, I was thinking, what is the use of having money when nobody is accepting it? The only thing that I think what a human should have is humanity, and that's the whole point where we should try helping each other. This was the best experience that I ever had in my life. So having money and there's no source of food and all these things, you will never understand all these things when you are at home. You should travel for all these things. The only key motive that I always ask youngsters now is travel. Try to see people, try to understand people, and try to see places so that you folks will know what is happening around there. Day 5. So the trip 1 is 999,000, trip 2 is 913. So nearly 1900 kilometers completed to Nadabet. 144 kilometers, another 50 kilometers. What will happen is I have to reset this trip 1 again, so that the total count is there in the video. So 1900 kilometers to Nadabet I've done now in 5 days, right? This is the 5th day. So that's the temple that's called as Sri Nadeshwari. That's in Nadabet. I'm starting now. The temperatures are very freezing cold. It's too cold here. Time is 7 o'clock already, but still the daylight has just started now. They got a beautiful home for the pigeons also. Nadabet entrance, and the road that's there, what you see there is a zero, that road that takes to the 0 point. Zero line international border, BSF. This is the parking premises of the Nadabet Dwara. I stayed at this place because that 50 kilometers or 60 kilometers that I came from the main road is too jungly or too deep. So that's the only reason that I stayed down here yesterday. So my plan for today is Modera Sun Temple. Modera. Please adjust with my pronunciation because it's somewhat a Gujarati slang. I am not aware of the Gujarati slang. Well, it's 137 kilometers and dropping off my plans to Jaisalmer because I have another 5 days or 4 days to reach back to Bangalore, and the next Monday I have to get back to office. Condition of the time that I have to spend or I have to invest on, I will try investing on watching few places like Modera Sun Temple and Statue of Unity. So all these places I will try to cover up, because if you are seeing one thing, or if you are focused on one thing, just focus on that thing and just don't get diverted for other things, or just don't prove that you have to do that, you have to show it. No, my only plan was Kutch, run of Kutch. Jaisalmer just added because if I can do it or not. So Jaisalmer will again take 2 days because going to Jaisalmer from here is 500 kilometers and it will take around 8 hours. Up and down 8 hours and 8 hours, 2 days it is. So watching places there, watching forts there, going to Longewala. Jaisalmer has got nice enough amount of tourist activities. Camel walk, desert walk. The only thing that I'll be missing now is the desert. I just wanted to see how the desert would be. That's not possible for me, but I will come back again. What I'll do is next time put it in the train and come back again to Jaisalmer. That's the only thing that I'll do the next time. So my focus was only in Gujarat. I will do Gujarat completely, or whatever is possible from me, I will do it completely and head back home, so that I'll have a peace of mind that I have done Gujarat. Will not have mind left unsatisfied that I did not do it, I could have done it. No, what I will do is I will try watching one thing completely. I don't have to prove it to anybody, because influencers can influence anything. They can say anything that we can do, that can be done, this can be done, but to come onto the field and do it, it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. It takes too much of money, it takes too much of efforts, and it takes too much of time too. They have invested all their investments to get to some position, think of it. And people, the main thing is people have to trust you for what you have done. People have to gather the trust. To get the trust, these influencers have done so many things. So whatever it is, I don't want to speak about influence, or I don't want to influence your life, because your life you have to choose how it should be. It's not me influencing you. I can influence you, go to Gujarat, bro. That's the only thing I can do. Watch Gujarat completely. There are a lot more things in Gujarat that has to be seen. You go to Diu Daman, Dwarka, there are so many places there to explore. I couldn't do this. Once again, I had time limitations, especially the fund limitations. I borrowed money from a friend of mine, Balaji. I had asked only one biking friend. I do not reveal the name, so they all said that they don't have money. So at last Balaji arranged it from some financiers and gave it to me. And I'm not used his money yet. I'm using my own money, because I've used my credit card for fueling up. I had 30,000 bucks in my account for expenses. So that money I have not yet used yet, but I will use it because to pay the credit card bills on how much the fuels are. I'm taking a note of it daily, but still, everything that you spend, each and every money that you spend requires an account and accountability or audit. So Jai Hind sir, I missed to say it. Jai Hind sir, thanks for keeping India, thanks for keeping our border safe. Let me switch on my oil can so that it feeds to the chain. I think it's a nice time because I'm going in 50s. So that's the thing that I actually wanted to say. Don't get influenced by anybody or anything. You just think of yourself, what is the places that you want to cover and what can be done by you and what which can be done by you. Take a bus, guys, take a train, you can do this. But if you want to do it in a bike, take a bike, whatever it is. There was an uncle in the room who had taken an Activa from Ahmedabad and come here to Nadeshwari temple. He is 65 age. His age is 65. Age is not a matter, money is not a matter, and what thing you want to do is not a matter. If you have a willpower to do it, you should do it. That's it. So that's the only advice from me. You should do the next, and you are the next. So keep supporting as always. I know I am not a YouTuber. My perfection is not 100% a YouTuber. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a traveler more than a YouTuber. So I want perfection, but I want it to be this perfect that I don't put any junk things out there. I want to keep travel as simple, as perfect, as clear as that anybody that watches my videos doesn't feel that this guy is a junk or this guy makes junk shits. I don't entertain. I'm not that video maker. Anyways, this was a long speech by myself. I've taken somewhere around 4 or 5 minutes to do this. Keep supporting. That's all I have to ask you. Jai Hind.